MLB The Show fans, and welcome back to our second feature premiere episode for MLB The Show 25. Last week, you joined us for the gameplay feature premiere, and in case you missed it, check out YouTube to find the replay. But today, I am Ashley, joined by Carson, and we will be meeting with the Road to the Show development team to talk all things Road to the Show.
I've been playing a lot of Road to the Show this dev cycle. I'm very excited for this feature premiere.
Should be a blast. Let's introduce them. We are joined by Kyle Saul and Justin Rowe, aka J-Rowe. Kyle, J-Rowe, how are we doing today?
Great, Ashley. Thanks for having us here. Hey to all the show fans out there.
Hey, yeah, we're super excited for this year. A lot of great work by the team done. We can't wait to show it off.
Yeah, real quickly, guys, just tell us what you guys do here. I know you're on the Road to the Show team.
So I am a senior designer and producer on Road to the Show.
And I'm just one of the designers on Road to the Show.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. So our fans are excited. They've seen the gameplay trailer. They've seen the dev diary, the deep dive of Road to the Show, and everything that they're talking about is the new amateur experience. And J-Rowe, you have a lot of good details here.
Yeah, we're super excited of what we accomplished this year, starting off with bringing high school to the show.
Woo!
Secrets out.
Yeah, it's the first time for us, and we're super excited. You get to choose. It's a regional base decision that you guys, so wherever you guys choose the state that you're from is the region that you guys are be coming from. You will be starting off with a very memorable day to any high school athlete, a senior day, and then you'll progress through the playoff system and hopefully reaching that state championship.
Yeah, so 4 new high schools that you'll be able to play from, 4 new high school stadiums. We're talking metal bats here. We're making it as real as possible, right, Kyle?
Yeah, and when I'm thinking back to like my early MLB journey, it's not necessarily like the draft day waiting around to have your name called. It's the high school memories with your best friends growing up, and you're working towards it's your senior day, your playoffs, maybe even a division championship. So that's a lot of what we're looking to recreate here, is just that more personal, richer story from an earlier age with a lot of key decision points that allow various playthroughs and paths for your journey in Road to the Show.
I know our fans are super excited.
Absolutely. And we can't talk high school without talking about the metal bats and the nice sound that we've been hearing in all of these trailers. How cool was that to bring into the game, Justin?
Yeah, it was something that we knew we had to get. Just the sound of an aluminum bat, on a ball is just something that resonates with high school baseball and growing up. Not only the metal bats we even got the chain link fences that a lot of people called out during the trailer. We're super excited to get these little tiny aspects of high school baseball into the game this year.
Yeah, I think it's also worth mentioning that we recaptured a ton of new home run animations, celebrations, dugout celebrations where the high school kids are popping off over the fences on to celebrate home runs, totally differentiating what it feels like to be in the MLB and what it feels like to be in the high school and be able to celebrate. You're going to see some wild and crazy around the second base, third base animations that you have never seen before.
I mean, yeah, it's all amazing, and you can feel it the second you put your hands on the controller. Just starting at high school, that's just the starting point of this whole mode now, right? We did this for a reason, and that's, to generate interest for the college stuff that everyone's been seeing, but not just that, but the MLB teams as well. Can you talk me through just what that pipeline looks like for high school? Where are you starting? What's the goal here? I know that you can kind of branch from a lot of places, but let's just start, where do you get dropped in high school?
Yeah, so I think that aspect of being drafted, being scouted, not just by colleges, but by professional teams as well, adds a whole nother layer to the mode. Coming out of your either senior day or playoff and having college interest, scouts walk up to you and show interest, introduce themselves, say, hey, we'd really like you to be a part of our program. And then here comes the real challenge. So now you've done 3 games in high school and you have 6 teams that want you to come to their school, but then you also have 10 teams in the MLB that want you to be a part of your organization that also have their own, rewards and packages to offer, which I think that's something that J-Rowe can touch on.
Yeah, we're super pumped to say that your performance on field matters, right? So not every school will be available to you. You will have to earn your getting scouted. And that goes for both college and the MLB level. And each college is different once they start recruiting you, and they will show you a nice little package of what you're going to get if you decide to commit and go to school. And those vary based off the level of prestige, the exposure, how many upgrades you're going to get, and all that kind of good stuff. And that it was just a huge tribute to our team, all working together on different parts of this to make it all come into one.
Yeah.
I think honestly, Justin undersold that a little bit. Like, there's some really interesting aspects of, going to this college that offers this particular perk for pitchers, or this college that maybe offers twice as many tokens for you to spend directly onto your attributes. So there's a lot of weighing of your packages and the different opportunities in front of you.
And as we start graduating from high school to college, Justin, what kind of colleges are interested in our ball player? How many do we have for our fans to experience?
Yeah, we got some absolutely legendary schools this year. We got LSU, UCLA, Cal State Fullerton, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, the most recent champions, Texas, and TCU.
Yeah, I mean, just 8 schools that, we're so excited to have in the game. There's a lot of variety there. There's some of the smaller schools versus some of the bigger powerhouses, and it really helps, paint that picture of the whole landscape of college baseball, right, Justin?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, Tennessee is the most recent college champions, and then we got powerhouses from before, current, and I'm guaranteeing the future.
Yeah, and with these decisions, you're going to have to choose like pros and cons between each school. I know, Kyle, we've talked about this a lot, but choosing a TCU is going to help you out with your attributes, while picking a Texas is going to help you more with your exposure. Can you talk a little more about that?
Yeah, so it's really just like the give and take of what is important to you as a ball player, as player of the game. Do you, is it direct spending on the attributes? Is it the crafting of perks that is exciting you most? Is it the piece of equipment that you get to wear that's special and unique for accepting the package? Each one offers something different and unique, and that's again what we're trying to do with the amateur experience, something that allows you as a player of the show to play through multiple times, maybe restart that journey because you weren't happy that you were the number 1 overall pick like you can be this year, so it gives you a ton of different opportunities to just play through and just change the your decision points. Maybe one time you wanted to play with a powerhouse, and the next time you want to bring that 3-star school back up to a 5-star perennial powerhouse.
Okay, so I'm just hearing decision upon decision. Are you going to go to the MLB out of high school? Are you going to go to college? What college are you going to pick even if you decide to go to college? All these decisions are stacking on each other, and there's a trade-off between going to college versus staying and going to the MLB. Let's talk more about what those decisions mean and how can we get this number 1 overall pick that you keep talking about.
Yeah, so like you're saying, Carson, decision points all over the place. Am I going to go to one of the 8 colleges and select one of those varying draft packages? Do I decide to hop over and go to the major leagues? But maybe I don't like where I was drafted. Maybe I'm drafted in round 10 and I'm just getting a couple of tokens, and I want to really try for a top round and get a 2 times multiplier and even more tokens. So again, it's the multiple playthroughs, the decision points on what is important to you. Do you just want to get right to the minors and see yourself in your favorite team's major league uniform, or go and experience a little bit of that taste of college, the metal bats, build your player up, and see yourself as the number 1 overall pick?
This all sounds incredible, Kyle. This is the building blocks to your Major League Baseball career. It all starts in high school. It can transition to the draft combine. If you're choosing to go to college, this is what's going to set you up for success as you experience your Major League Baseball journey.
Oh, no doubt, 100%. And I think the entire Road to the Show team is really excited about the opportunities that we've been able to provide this year with the multiple paths. Again, I know I'm really focused on that, but that was just such a big emphasis for us this year. Replayability, the drive to get number 1 overall. I know I haven't been happy. I'm still looking for it on my Hall of Fame difficulty. I'm not there yet, but when I get it, I'm going to be super pumped for it. And so that replayability is there, and it keeps me driving and wanting that number 1 pick.
And it's that playability you talk about, right? Like, it hasn't felt this fresh starting a Road to the Show file in a while. And I'm excited, for everyone to get their hands on it and make these decisions and, do that road to the number 1 pick if that's what you want to do. Go play at every college if you want to keep leaping through that amateur experience, because it really does feel special.
And while we're talking high school and college and draft combine, we've been discussing the different draft packages that we can have, the different college packages that different schools offer to our player. The one thing that stays in common are these little tokens that our Road to the Show ball player gets. What do those tokens mean, and how can we get more of them, Kyle?
So you've noticed. So tokens are a new currency in Road to the Show this year that will be used to spend on your attributes, your perk, and pitch upgrades. I think this may be what I'm most excited about this year is the Path to 99 progression, where our players can control their Road to the Show growth any way they want, and that their control is at their fingertips.
So what I'm hearing is there's basically 100% flexibility on how much I want to raise all of my different attributes across the board to reach that path to 99 in all of them.
100%. Loadouts and skill sets removed. You can take any attribute all the way to 99. You earn it. You spend it where you want.
But in case I don't want that flexibility and I want it to be a little bit easier on my end, there are some presets that kind of help me kind of distribute those points.
Yeah, we've set it up in the create player flow. So depending on your level of, time, experience, we can preset some custom, archetype levels for you, a power, a contact type. Or if you feel like you really want to dig in and get granular and you want to have, 90 power versus left, then dive in and give yourself 90 power versus left. It's completely up to you as the player.
Completely customizable in Road to the Show with all your attributes. Justin, what are you putting your attributes towards first?
Yeah, I'm always attacking the contact attribute. We want to get a lot of hits and get on base, and that's something that I will be going for first, for sure.
What about you, Kyle? Straight from the senior designer.
Power. All power.
Ashley?
I mean, Carson, all my tokens are going to the clutch gene.
That's a good choice. Yeah, I think if it's me, I'm gonna do vision. I'm gonna grind out some ABs and see how far I can take that.
But tokens aren't the only flexible option that our ball players have. We have perks and equipment packages, Kyle.
Yes. Yeah, so perks, again, they impact your performance on the field and can allow you to change the tide of the game and swing it in your favor a little bit, is a good way to look at it. So there are a couple new things to perks this year, the biggest being the trigger and timing effect now. So some customization, some craftability to your perks to customize the way you want. The trigger timing essentially is the combination of criteria that determine when the perk would trigger. So for example, a day game, a 2-0 count, in away game, for example, and the effect would be something like a contact boost of 10%, decreased fielding ability at 5%. And then what is really awesome is then after you craft multiple levels of this perk, the final level is called our mastery level, where you get to add 2 effects to a perk. So now perks will have 2 different items, 2 different effects. So you can have a contact boost of 30 and maybe a swing timing boost of like 5%. So a really awesome thing there to customize, to craft, and again, to dive in depth or as shallow as you feel like you want.
Customization to the max, Carson.
I was going to say, between this progression system and the way all the perks have been reworked, this is going to look very different for some of you Road to the Show players. This is a complete new look at how we're building our players, and it just goes back into all the decisions that we're going to let you make. We're not going to put you in a box. You're going to be able to do whatever you want with your player on that path to 99.
Hey, Ashley, one thing that you had asked about was equipment too, and I didn't touch on that. And so equipment is no longer going to provide direct buffs to attributes anymore, but rather it's going to be an increased percentage for every perk type that you have. So for example, a bat would affect all hitting perks that you have at a certain percentage. For example, a 3% buff to all hitting perks. And perks are active at all times now. So if you have a perk unlocked, it is active.
Wow, that actually gets me really excited. So all perks are active and you have different percent thresholds that you're increased to. So it's almost like you can just make the most maxed out, customizable character, ball player, to experience as sick of a journey as possible. From the new amateur experience with high school and college, the token system, the way perks are working alongside equipment packages, our fans have a plethora of new content to experience in Road to the Show, and I just wanted to say that all of these experiences and changes to Road to the Show are available regardless of which path you take, whether it's Women Pave Your Way or our original Road to the Show mode. But before we are live on the couch playing this, Justin, Kyle, any anything else you'd like our fans to know?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone on the team and everyone in the studio, and especially the colleges that signed up to be a part of this project. It was really special. It's the first time we've ever done anything like this, and it turned out amazing.
Yeah, piggybacking on Justin a little bit, this was a complete studio effort, so thank you to the entire SDS studio for just being a part of a really awesome project this year, and I'm really excited for y'all to get your hands on Road to the Show.
Let's play.
Hello, MLB The Show fans, and welcome back to our second feature premiere episode for MLB The Show 25.
Hold on. There you go.
We good? We live?
We're live! What's up?
Thank you all so very much for checking out the pre-recorded version of the Road to the Show feature premiere, and thank you for your patience as we've been dealing with some technical difficulties this morning. We do need to give our PC one more quick reboot, so we will be back in just a few seconds. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Yourselves. So give us a countdown.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Take two. Thank you once again for your patience as we've been handling all the different technical difficulties. Once again, I am Ashley, joined by Carson, and we have a few folks from the Road to the Show development team with us. We have Justin and Kyle. J-Ro, Kyle, how are we doing?
We're doing great. We're
great.
excited to show you guys off so a little bit of Road to the Show.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be playing some Road to the Show live with you guys. We're going to be answering questions from the chat. We've gathered a ton of questions from the deep dive on Tuesday. Do we just want to kind of set the table? I think we're going to play one high school game.
Yeah.
Make some college decisions. Where are we going to go? And then maybe play one more game in college. Let you guys get a feel of how this is going to look. Super excited to get into it.
I love it. Let's do it. And don't forget, Twitch drops are active! ! Drops in the chat. I believe you can earn up to 3 in this feature premiere. Four! Happy birthday, Colin,
Yeah.
for Twitch drops.
Going out more.
He's a generous birthday.
Keep on
Birthday
getting those
man.
packs rolling in 25. But Carson, without further ado, shall we jump into some high school play?
Yeah, let's do it. You guys think it's best to just go into a game and see how
Why don't we take a look and see
There we go.
who's already taken a gander? Who's
Yeah.
liking you? Ooh, TCU, Tennessee, okay.
So keep in mind, I've already played a couple games in high school here just to get the save ready for you guys. I've played okay. I haven't played great, but TCU and Tennessee have their eye on me. Hopefully we can have a really good high school championship game, get a couple more
What kind of
colleges
offers?
to look at me.
What kind of offers are you looking at for Tennessee, TCU right now?
That's a great question. I think we have something here. TCU is going to give me a ton of skill development and exposure, J-Row, while we're going to have kind of the opposite with Tennessee.
Yeah, so skill development is kind of, you have a choice to make here. Like, Tennessee has 5 stars exposure compared to TCU only having 3. Is that something that's important to you guys? Or would you rather have that skill development or those tokens?
Yeah, so there's
And
going to be a trade-off here.
Yeah, just to add on to that a little bit, exposure is going to help when you're in college before being drafted by an MLB team. So going to a higher exposure school is going to help you be drafted in a higher round.
Yeah, and we can't even see what these other schools have, so
Yeah.
I got to get to
Now
work
your
here.
performance still matters. You could go to a 5 prestige school and just totally crap the bed, and then you're not going to get taken in that first round. So you still got to prove it on the field as well.
Yeah, and it's like what we talked about in the pre-record, like just giving you guys tons of decisions. You're going to have pros and cons to every decision you make, so it'll be fun for you guys to get your hands on it and see how it all feels. But so far, I've been loving playing, just internally.
With that being said, too, like as you're experiencing your high school journey, if you choose to continue through college and you don't like where you are, what you're getting, there's a bunch of replayability here, J-Ro, with our different save files.
Yeah, I mean, you can play as 4 high schools, so you can try out all of them. Especially for our guy Herod here, right here. He's excited. He got
Shout
a
out
dynamic challenge. A dynamic challenge started off. So let's see what Carson can do here.
Yeah, let's.
Pressure's on.
We're gonna get a hit. I have no interest in getting a walk. So let's see what we can do here. Be nice to me, chat. The TV's a little far away. A little early.
You're gonna notice you'll notice quite a few changes to the dynamic challenge system this year, with a lot of new ways that the situations are being presented to you, a lot of new different actions that you can take, and then a lot of different rewards being able to be offered for you as well. And Justin did quite a bit of work on that, so feel free to add some of the notes that you have for that.
Yeah, and shout out to another part of our team. And the camera angles are new, the scenes are new, everything's new with this dynamic challenge system. And we are super excited to not only update it for the minor leagues, but you'll have it in college and high school as well.
Yeah, speaking of high school, just the stadium we're playing in, can you remind our fans how many new stadiums the stadium team made for the high school experience?
So we had an individual designer, Dan, work with our creative stadium and build 4 high school stadiums and our college baseball championship stadium as well.
And that's all from scratch. So he really grinded for this, and it looks amazing. We were super pumped to see how they turned out. And each school is regionally based, so it has specific things that only that region has.
Yeah, just more depth that you guys are going to see with this amateur experience. It goes so far into high school, and then once we get to college, you guys will get to see some of that too. But just it feels so new and so fresh, which is awesome.
And you know, Carson, they're calling you out in the chat. They want to see you ambush hit. You don't even need it. Oh, what timing!
Did he?
We'll call that user ambush.
There you
and
go.
New home run animations that you'll see in the amateur experience this year.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love everyone talking about ambush hitting. It's something we talked about in the gameplay feature premiere last week. I personally like leveraging a count, so if I'm ahead, that's when I really try to ambush. But early in the count, I'm just trying to, find a pitch that I can take somewhere. We got one this time.
That's the first metal bat home run on stream.
Wow.
Put a plaque up here.
That's right.
Carson making a record.
Joey Haired.
Joey Hair.
Ain't that haired for him.
We
So
got
it's
some of
also
this new-
important to remember every time you step onto the field in the amateur experience, you're being evaluated by MLB scouts and by recruiters for the colleges. So every time that you have the ability to impact the game, it matters for that.
Yeah, that's a really good call out. You'll see post game, you'll have like 2 essential buckets of how colleges are looking at you, and then any pro teams that are getting interested.
Right. And we've made some updates to the show points as well that you'll see in the top left portion right now saying, check swing on ball. We've made some additions and some improvements there as well. So you'll be seeing some additional ways to earn points on the field. For example, immaculate innings, perfect game, things like that.
Yeah, and all those points that you get on the field will eventually grow into tokens, right?
Right,
Which is
right.
awesome.
Yeah,
you can kind of see it all
your
post-game.
your performance on the field, you earn the show points, which 100 show points equals a token, and those tokens will be used to spend on your attributes, your pitches, your perks as well.
Speaking of tokens, I know Carson didn't select this option for the dynamic challenge, but one of the dynamic challenges, had he succeeded, would have awarded him a token.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those are the hard ones, right?
Very hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always scared to do them.
Yeah, those are all scaled. So like the hardest objective should give you the biggest reward.
Sure.
Right.
All right, we're base running.
You still a baser?
Can you steal a base?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for
It's got a
it.
good first jump.
I'm cheating.
Oh.
leaning.
Wow.
They're scared of you.
This is a lot of pressure.
It
I haven't
really
played
is.
with this much pressure before.
All eyes on you.
All right, and I know how I feel.
Oh, you were treated.
Oh,
that's a-
that was an
Oh,
awful
oh,
jump.
no.
It bailed you
Yikes.
out.
You got saved.
Oh,
Bailed you
we're going
out.
3.
First.
So
Oh, that's
move?
awesome.
Oh.
Whew. That's base running for you.
That's just high
That's
IQ.
a nice first to third.
Yeah, thank you. 50 speed, we'll take that.
Good base runner IQ there.
Again, just want to give a shout out to Ashley as well for these uniforms. These look great. Again, another person who made it from scratch and just did a great job with them.
Yeah, there was so much work that went into all the high school and college stuff, and you really do see it just once you get your hands on the controller. It's really good. So we're in a good spot here going in the high school championship.
Also, first person.
First person
Yeah,
view.
I love the
Okay.
first person.
How do you do first person?
You're just clicking the touchpad, and you can kind of do it seamlessly throughout the play or before the play. That's when I like to do it, and it takes a little getting used to, but once it clicks, it feels really good. It makes defense really fun in Road to the Show. Turning 2, you just are fist pumping by yourself.
I do see that often.
Yeah,
We sit
yeah.
near each other. at
Kyle
work, but
sits
yeah,
across
I see him
from
just-
me. He knows when I'm turning 2.
are
Let's
we gonna do
see.
here?
Should we try to drive everyone in?
I mean, Grand
Guarantee
Slam.
the one.
Bases
Guarantee the
loaded?
1.
Yeah.
J-Ro's
Yeah.
telling me,
Yeah.
make a business decision.
Coach is telling you what you need to do.
Let's try to ambush the inside.
I'm excited to see the offers because you're performing pretty well in this game. Albeit a little rough start, but it
Yeah, a
happens.
little bit. Yeah.
The lights were a little bright early. We've settled in. Try to ambush the inside again. See if we can get lucky. I guess we make our own luck with this.
Oh,
that was
That was
that
a
was
person.
correctly.
Don't look at me. All right, 1-1 count. We kind of already opened it up here, but
That metal bat looks good.
Yeah, do you guys want to talk more about the metal bats? There's a ton of options that kind of rotate as you play, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have 2-3 different options that'll rotate for you. I mean, that's honestly really about it. There's not too much to add. It's just we were able to include the metal bats in. We have 2 to 3 different versions for you that'll rotate through. There's no set bat for you, so we'll just be able to cycle through the ones that we have for you.
And it's a question I've been seeing across our social media platforms this week, seeing a couple in Twitch chat today. Just to clear the air, are metal bats available in Diamond Dynasty?
They will not be available in Diamond Dynasty, as these bats are created and not a skin, so they're a metal bat itself, like in the tech, so we will not be having them in DD.
Guys, I got to dig deep
I was
here.
to say the Northeast Bulldogs have blown an 8-0 lead.
And bottom of the 7th is...
That's
7-inning
high school,
games.
yep,
This is
7-inning
the
games.
this is the
it. 2
bottom of the
hours.
9th
high
for
school
MLB.
games.
Yeah.
This is what dreams are made of.
Oh!
Oh my God.
I thought that had the height.
I thought I lifted it.
So okay.
Wow.
Carson.
What a game.
Heartbreaking stuff.
Wow.
But we still performed well.
You still perform
You
well.
did well.
But it doesn't feel good watching another team celebrate on your field.
Yeah.
Especially for a
That's
a
going to
state
stick.
championship.
That's going to stick.
The Eagles came into our house.
Took you down.
We were already
Oh.
planning the celebration. Okay. Well, that's luckily that we have way more to show you guys. We're talking to coach, telling me to keep my head up. I got a lot left to go here in my career. My career's just started.
Just getting started.
Just getting started.
I'm just in high school.
And now the decision points come.
Yep.
Yeah, what are we
Yeah.
thinking?
This is everything we talk about, everything you guys are going to see. Playing at the college level has been a dream of mine. So let's see.
Leading college, huh?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
And again, you don't have to go to college. You can jump straight into the pros, but that decision will come later.
And there's a trade-off there too, right?
There is. We'll get into that when we get there.
Joey Haired.
Joey Haired.
Legend.
He left it all on the field.
He really did.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Wait
so
a
you
second.
did make some
LSU.
moves. All right.
LSU is interested, folks. We did enough there. Talking to us, consoling us a little bit after the tough loss, but I mean,
7-time champions.
you got to be excited for LSU to give you the call
Some
there.
cover athlete went there, I think, right?
I think so.
Maybe.
So,
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of nice players.
Yeah.
Oh, we also have Cal State. They're interested.
And this is go back to that detail screen.
Oh, this one here. Yep.
Oh, I guess no info. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you get to the screen, you got the team goals, notable alumni, and the location of the school. So even if you are like we're all California guys. I grew up watching the Cal State Fullerton Titans, and they were a dream school of mine. So if you just want to choose based off location, we're gonna have something for you, regardless of the location you're at in the world or in the U.S. Team goals is each school's like what they want to do, right? So Fullerton has had a couple down years, but they're getting back into it.
Yeah.
Right. They want you to come be the face of the program and take them back to glory.
And maybe we can be that spark, right?
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
We hope.
Yeah, there's tons of different
Pressure's
stories
on.
in
We hope so.
between the colleges. And then, of course, LSU came a-calling.
Yeah,
Not
23 champions, with Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens, and just a loaded roster that year. And, it seems like they just reload every year.
Yeah, we're going to have some decisions to make, folks. And then this is what we were talking about. It's not just college, Kyle. We
Right.
got some
you got
interest
those
from the pros,
professionals
too.
that are interested too.
And, yeah, you can toggle what schools are interested in you, whether it's college or pro. You can go back to that interest detail screen. You can go back, look at the pro stuff.
You got quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a
Look
lot.
at you.
You're kind of popular.
I mean, that was a huge game for us.
Yeah.
I'm still
You
gutted
kinda
we
needed
lost.
it.
Yeah.
So then now it's decision time. You finish up your high school journey. You're going to have the opportunity to go draft combine or straight into college. What are we thinking here?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go. We'll be passing the combine just for the sake of time here. But,
Makes
I
sense.
mean, talk to us about the benefits of playing in the combine.
So yeah, the combine is another chance to show your skill, show your ability, where you will be evaluated by professional scouts. So if going to the major leagues is something that you're looking to do, and be drafted pretty high, maybe in the first round, this might be something that you're more inclined to do to get yourself in front of some more eyes. We've made some improvements, some streamlined the process while you're in the combine as well. But for the most part, that stays fairly similar, so you'll recognize a lot of what's there as well. But again, the need to perform and excel is the same.
Yeah. And you'll get some new colleges interested in you if you go there, to add to those schools that you're already being looked at. Could get a couple more if you end up going there.
Yeah, like I don't think Texas hasn't called yet. Like
No.
going and performing well in the combine, you'll be getting those eyes from the MLB and other colleges. So if there isn't that school that you've gotten yet, it gives you another chance to try to,
Totally.
And again, that format is a day of being a showcase player where you get ground balls, BP, fly balls for outfielders, pitching for pitchers. Then you got 3 games, and you just got to ball out and be one of the dogs there.
Yeah, and wooden bats in that too. That was an
Correct. Yeah,
adjustment.
wooden
Ooh.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and skip that. Just for the sake of time, like I mentioned, definitely get your hands dirty in the combine. It'll help you get more interest from all the colleges and pro teams. But I think it's time to
We're gonna have a decision to make.
make a decision.
Yeah, which school?
So Stephanie Saunders is reaching out. She's trying to help us out, figure out what the next step for Mr. Haird is.
Mr.
Getting you a hair jersey.
I always like letting the draft decide for the pro stuff.
Yeah, let fate decide.
I always like to rig the draft for my favorite team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See? Choices for
To each their
everyone.
own.
Okay, so we have 4 offers, chat. We got Cal State Fullerton, TCU, Tennessee, and LSU. Some good schools, some great options here.
Why don't we hover over the offer
Yeah, sure.
and just take a look at, how they all vary a little bit and how you're kind of trading off between what's important to you, whether it's the exposure when you're in college to be potentially drafted in a higher round, more tokens immediately, a piece of equipment that is, gold that's going to help impact, your perks a little bit, or, just the perk itself. Maybe that's important to you. So again, just the trade-off of what you want to impact your player.
Yeah, so lots of options here. It goes way farther than just the school brand. Like you're getting different perk packages, you're getting different tokens like Kyle mentioned, tons of options here, and like the replayability of it too, right? Like sometimes you might pick a school and you might have liked the route you went, but maybe you go, oh wait, maybe this school would make more sense for this guy. So lots of options here. What school should we go to?
Should we ask chat?
I think we should ask chat.
What are we thinking, Chad? We have LSU, Tennessee, Cal State Fullerton,
I know. I can't know either.
and TCU.
What are we seeing, Colin?
LSU. I feel LSU.
We're going to follow the cover athlete, Paul Skeens, and we're going to make our mark in Baton Rouge.
Let's do it. There's 2 different versions of the metal bat.
Yeah, they both look awesome. There's Manfred.
There's Manfred.
Yeah, we're trying.
Circle.
No,
We
sir.
can't do it.
No.
It's a ship.
Emotional. 4th rounder out of high school is pretty solid.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
But we want to become a first rounder, right?
I think so.
Yeah, we got to go.
Are you content with 4th round? Do you wake up in the morning and say, I want to be a 4th
If
round
it was
draft pick?
me, if it was Carson, I would say yes. But
You'd be very content
I
with
think
that.
Joey
This
Haird,
version
he has
says first
bigger
round, has first
aspirations.
round all
Yeah, he
over
wants to
him,
be
yeah.
a first rounder.
But that's a good point, Kyle. So our fans can become the number 1 overall draft pick this
Yeah.
year.
Yes, you can. With the combination of the events you attend, whether that's the combine or college, and your performance on the field, you can potentially become the number 1 overall pick this year, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we've never had that before in MLB The Show. So that journey, I'm excited to see people go for it. I haven't been able to do it yet, but I know a couple people in the studio have.
Yeah, shout out Merca. He went number 1 overall, and I was like,
first
dang.
to go
I
1-1.
know.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, we're seeing here Carson was currently drafted, but he did commit to LSU to hopefully try to raise his draft position the next go around when he's done with college.
Yeah, let's take a look
Big
here.
decision.
So, we have our decision. You're going to get a trade-off depending on what you decide.
Mm-hmm.
For this sake, we want to show you guys what college is going to look like, so we're going to
I was
LSU.
going to say,
Oh,
hold
sorry.
on. On that screen, you'll notice, or you would have noticed, when you go between the pro and MLB, you'll see that the college tells you that you'll be able to accept the college reward package that you had seen previously, but by attending, by the round you were drafted in, you'll be offered a different amount of tokens for
That's a really good
example,
call
or
out. Yeah.
if you're drafted in the first round, a 2 times bonus multiplier for the amount of games you played. And if you're the number 1 overall pick, there's an even more special award for you. So there's that separate trade-off too. Maybe you just want to get in the pros, take a handful of tokens and be on your way. But sometimes you kind of want to be that first overall, and you'll be able to really get some really good stuff.
Yeah, just always a trade-off with every decision you make, which everyone's route is going to be different when they play, which is awesome. It's all based on how you perform, how many games you play. Everything will all kind of just tie together for your experience.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. We got a bunch of good stuff here.
Absolutely, yeah. I actually saw a question in the chat, like, what do these packages mean? And then here we go. We have an LSU equipment package right here. So Kyle, J-Ro, can you remind our fans what these equipment packages mean and how do we even get them?
Yeah, so every school is different, like we said earlier. And depending on the school that you choose, this is the screen that you'll get, and it'll show you what you have to decide on. Right. So this is the LSU equipment pack, and when you click to the next screen, you'll get to decide. After the screen, my bad. Perk comes first. So I think it was a power perk for LSU. Yeah. So we give you 3 options. So it's not fully like RNG type thing, but you get to choose exactly which power perk that you would like.
Yeah.
Gotta go ice water veins.
I like having
Ashley's the ice water veins all day
yeah,
long.
I'm like clutch.
We
ice
know.
water.
Yeah, I know, right? If it's clutch, just yeah.
Exactly.
So as you saw by that screen, we are jumping a couple years to your draft year, right?
Yeah.
So we're in the championship series here, and we're with LSU talking to Stephanie about where we're at in the upcoming draft.
Yeah, we're building that story, getting you guys ready for the college tournament you guys will play in Omaha, which is really awesome. So just more narrative stuff, talking through like what everything looks like, what our opportunities are looking ahead.
Yeah, setting the experience.
Exactly, yeah. And this will all be different based on what school you pick, of course. You see the LSU hat, getting locked in. See who we draw in the first round.
Right, let's see who we get.
Excited for your first college game? Are you getting nervous?
Yeah, how could you not be nervous,
First
right?
round.
It's a big
Bright lights.
opportunity.
It's a big stage,
It's-
yeah.
yeah. And the Omaha Stadium looks amazing, so I'm excited for all our fans to be able to see that too.
We're getting a couple questions here.
Yeah.
So J-Rob asks, is GOAT difficulty available in Road to the Show?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
If you want to play GOAT difficulty in this, you are a different breed.
Best of luck.
No, for real.
That's awesome, though.
Godspeed.
It's a good question.
But it is available.
Yeah, LSU traveling in luxury here.
Yeah, look at us.
J-Ro, do you ever travel that way?
I was very lucky enough to have traveled something like this, yes.
That's awesome. Coach talking to us.
Yeah. And we did our best to make this as realistic as possible. We do know that we are making a video game, so not everything is 100% one-to-one. We know how it is in real life, but we try to give you that real authentic experience, doing our best to see what these schools, how they travel to Omaha every year, and this is the stuff that we got back. So we're super excited to be pretty accurate with this stuff.
Yeah, it just feels a little different than like your experience in the minors. Like you're seeing the college jerseys around, you're seeing the locker rooms. It really has its own unique feel.
Yeah.
Let's go spend some points.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Is it
open
time?
Up package.
It's time.
We're gonna go to
Yeah,
packages?
get that package. Get your
Yeah,
equipment.
see what
for
LSU gave you.
Okay, let's see what they hooked me up with. Bang. Oh. Look at this. They gave us some nice cleats, a nice glove.
So on this screen, as you're hovering over a particular piece of equipment, you can see the actual perks that this piece of equipment affects. So again, when you've unlocked a perk, that perk is active all the time.
Right.
And then the pieces of equipment provide some buffs to those perks. So for example, if this piece of equipment, a gold offered a 4%. So 4% impacts all base running and fielding perks, for example, or base running and pitching, for example.
So we need to build those perks, and then the equipment and the perks will sing together.
Yeah,
and we'll give you some nice boosts on the
build
field.
the perks is really the right way to put it.
Yeah. So wait, which one do we want to pick?
Up to you. Up to
I'm trying
Joey
to look
Harris.
fresh.
You want to look fresh? Does that mean cleats or
Yeah,
glove?
for me, that would mean cleats.
That would
yeah.
mean
Okay.
cleat.
Yeah, we'll put these cleats on.
Yeah.
100%.
Awesome.
And you'll see here that LSU giving you a gold choice pack. That's pretty nice compared to some other schools who might not give you that.
Mhm.
or-
Gotcha. So everything's tiered, right?
Yeah, everything's tiered out, and it is pretty balanced. So we're not just only trying to go to those 5-star schools. There's
Right.
a reason to go to the other schools.
Totally.
And we have some perks to
Yeah, we
spend,
do. We
too.
did.
Yeah,
we did get a perk.
I want to
Yeah,
make
quick
sure we
look.
get these
Cleats,
cleats on.
smart.
We got to look good in Omaha.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we're going to Omaha. I got
spat tape.
Yeah,
tape
we
up
got to
the
be ready to
wrist.
go. Perk screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's take a
Time to
look.
show it off.
Yeah.
Some of you guys have seen some of this in the deep dive on Tuesday, but you'll see that we have our first perk here, Heart Attack, the one that I chose. We can essentially use our tokens if we want to help bolster this, right?
Yeah. So the way that perks are changing this year is that there are trigger timings and increased effects. So the trigger timings are, what sets this perk off. So this is active in 2 strike counts, runners on second, offensive losing. Now, maybe you want to take something away from that. So Carson, if you move to the top node, you see that if you start spending on this, you can remove the outs trigger timing. So now any outs work. So now the only criteria needed are those 3 that are listed there.
Very cool. And you'll be able to build on it,
And
right?
you can build on it. And then, so let's see, let's adjust the boost, for example. So you can increase the effect. So again, it's the trade-off. Do I want to remove some of the trigger timings and maybe have it happen earlier or different situations? Or do I want the effect to be
perk
increased?
to be a little more powerful, right? What would you guys want to choose? We'll do one here and then we'll go over to the attributes.
Early on, you want it to happen more frequently, right?
Right.
Get the opportunity to use
I
it
think
more.
that's good.
So we're going to do this one, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll spend 4 tokens
Hold on.
there.
Now, just for example, now spend there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like, shoot, I don't want that. So you can go back and you can respec. It's gonna be an additional cost, of course. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So you got to have that trade off to take it back. But that's a really cool aspect. Maybe you worked it to a point where you're like, shoot, I'm just not seeing this enough. I need to switch the triggers out so I get that more. Exactly what Justin's speaking to. You have that functionality.
And what I'm hearing is you're not going to pigeonhole yourself in your save file too. So you can rework this stuff.
Right,
it might cost a couple tokens, but if something isn't working for your specific player, feel free to try something new, right?
Yeah.
Right,
And
you're going to have that flexibility.
And that's the name of the game, baseball, game of adjustments.
Yeah, well done.
The last thing to note for perks, and any screen works, is that when you move to the final node, you'll be able to add an additional increased effect. So perks at the end of the day have dual mastery. So when you move yourself all the way to the end, you could have, for example, a exit velocity boost and maybe a swing timing boost, for example.
Yeah,
at the
so
same
much
time.
depth to this perk system.
Yeah.
There's a lot you guys can do. I mean, we're literally just looking at one of the many perks you guys will see here. I mean, we're scrolling through some fielding, some base running. You can really make these perks add to your player and use them on the field, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Or you can go put them to your attributes.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
it's time.
Power.
Power.
Power guy.
Power guy.
So you can see I added some already in high school. You get these just based on player performance and some other cool stuff, right, Kyle?
Yep.
You can, select an individual attribute, or you can kind of go off the bunch.
Yep.
Where do we want to spend this stuff?
I love to get into the nitty gritty, and I like to spend individually. But I know there's a couple of people in the office don't have as much time when they're home, so they'll just dump it into the top group and work that way. And both ways provide a fun, really cool way to play. But it just depends on the time, how much effort you want to spend into this specific player, stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
If I remember correctly, in the pre-record, you wanted your vision to be improved there, Carson.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if we want plate vision for Omaha, J-Row.
We need the juice.
Yeah, you
We want
There you
power.
go. Yeah, get some power.
Do we want to do lefty, or do we want to just keep gassing up against righty?
It's just rake against righty.
Let's just hope we face a righty.
A righty
Hope you don't face
masher.
a lefty.
Righty masher.
All right, we're going all the way up. You'll see that we'll have a dynamic look here that'll show you your overall adjusting. And this will actually show in the upper left too before you make the purchase too, which is nice.
Yeah.
So you can see how everything's affecting your overall.
I think it's time to play a game.
Yep.
Yeah,
What do you say?
I think we've been talking too much. Let's go to Omaha.
It's game 1.
It's game 1. So, J-Row, how many college games can our fans play up to?
Yeah, you're getting 3 for sure. And hopefully you win that semifinal game to get to the championship. So for a total of 4.
Yeah, and it's really nice. You can feel the pressure as you play. All the presentations and everything here, looks new with being in Omaha and everything. The college jerseys, it is really well done.
And Kyle, as we're hopefully excelling through high school, excelling through college, how does this then impact how we maybe get promoted to the majors a little quicker once we start that journey in the minors?
Yeah, absolutely. So the new call-up send-down logic that we have implemented this year really takes a look at your performance, your potential, who's above you, and so there's multiple different paths with the ability to go from AA to the majors if you're excelling well, and there's a positional need. So again, a lot of it depends on how well you're performing. At the end of the day, you got to perform. Nothing else matters. And then what is your potential, and you can move that up and down. I think the really cool aspect of it is you don't get locked in. So you can be in the fast track and have poor performances, and then you're just going to tank yourself out of it. And we see that happen a lot. And we can see you becoming that. You could be the first overall pick, work yourself all the way, and you could just have a terrible AA season and get yourself back in to find the right spot to get called up. So the ebbs and flows of it really help provide some impactful touchstone points within the season for you.
Let's see if we can get on the board here in Omaha. Oh,
Squeak through.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take the
We take
66.
it's
Easy.
not how, it's how many, baby. That's a hit.
Counts all the same.
Look at us. We got on base. We got that dynamic challenge, J-Ro.
Yeah, looking good with another new bat up there for the LSU Tigers.
Cleats look great, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Similar
Let's see if
situation.
Anderson Shipley can get one in the gap here. Try to score us from first.
0-2. Ball and dirt.
Anything.
Don't run off,
We're running
don't
on
run off.
anything.
Come on.
We're running on anything. You'll see the new
Stretch.
dynamic running here.
Nah. That's a good shot right there with the schools in the background.
The Andy, one of the other schools. Hopefully we can
Andy.
outduel him here.
That's right.
All right, we're in the field.
Are you going to go first-person camera or third-person camera?
Ooh. Let's let chat decide. What do you guys want to see?
POV.
POV. First or third?
First or third?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seeing
First.
some first?
Okay, first it is.
Yeah, no.
Oh, this should be pretty routine.
Oh.
Oh, he's a little fast, though.
rid of it.
Oh!
Yikes.
Whew.
Yikes.
Ooh, that was
Pressure.
full
That was-
pressure.
It should not have
was-
been that hard.
That was terrifying. Well, we don't have any fielding. That was on me.
That is
we were
on
putting
you.
it all
Yeah,
towards
put it
power.
all
What's important to you?
Yeah.
Seeing the trade-off live.
If we had better reaction and fielding, like we talked about in gameplay last week, I mean, that probably would have been a little more routine. But hey, we still did it. It's not how, it's how many.
There we go.
Again.
I mean, hey, if you would have worked on your clutch gene, now we have a runner in
I
scoring
know.
position, one-run ball game.
Yeah.
Flare me?
Oh,
Oh,
Was that too much plate for you? Did the ball was it too much plate?
to be honest, yeah, it did kind of jump on me. What was that, 94? Yeah. tough.
Another thing that you'll see, you saw the high schoolers throwing a little bit slower than what you got in college. Then you got college to the pros. There's levels to this, right? And as you progress, it gets harder. And we try to show that as much as we can inside the mode here.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's a really cool note.
Right
The
up
high
the
school fastball and
like-
just averages overall are decreased to really reflect the high school experience.
Yeah, you'll see him like 80, 85, right?
Yeah.
For most of the time. And then, it kind of climbs as you go up.
And there's always sometimes those outliers of dudes who, or anyone who just throws above 90 or in college who guys touch 100 sometimes. And you see it more common in the MLB and the minors, but, we tried to scale it as much as we can to reflect reality.
Yeah, definitely. It is funny, though. Like, you kind of rake in high school, and then it bumps up, just like real players. And you're like, oh, wait, this is a little different than playing in high school. All right.
Oh, that ball's
Oh,
down.
you're
You better
scoring.
score.
We're
There you
going
go.
for it.
run.
Oh, I don't even think we need a slide.
No, scoring standing up.
We like that.
It's probably because of those cleats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go. We're definitely looking
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
exactly.
Looking
Yeah, the
fast,
white makes
looking
you look
dangerous.
a little faster.
What a
All
name
right.
on the mound. Eldridge Pinkerton.
Yeah, he's a demon on the mound.
Ooh, go yard.
Go, come
Oh, we just
on.
loaded into power. You didn't take a
All
chance.
this talk and you have a chance for a
No.
token reward.
Yeah, I should have. You're right. The moment was a little too big. I'm just trying to get a win. I'm trying to
I hear
advance.
you.
Team
I
player,
get it. I
team
get it.
player.
Just get out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get up in the count here, and we'll ambush Pinkerton. Oh no, he gave me a good one.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
Dude, Carson's knuckles
Yeah,
are just like
yeah. That's
Pick 'em
ringing
up.
right now.
The bat's rattling.
Yeah.
The metal bat.
My goodness.
Gotta get some audio lines. Pick up your knuckles.
Yeah.
All right. Dynamic challenge. As
Ooh,
we
look at this new
get
camera.
later in the game. Wow, we really opened it up. New camera angle. Let's see.
Lead off tank.
Yeah, lead off bomb.
Are we going for it?
Yeah.
Do it.
Hit a lead off bomb.
Power swing? Oh, we
Oh,
got the
yeah.
lefty.
Left
We've
on
no
bomb.
power.
Dang it.
We're gonna
We
have
gotta
to
be great
ambush.
here.
Good luck.
Oh!
I like what I saw.
So
98 off the
close.
bat.
Good
We
process.
just-
That's
we didn't have the
attribute-
power.
attribute diff.
Yeah. We did gamble a lot with
Yeah.
facing righties there. We knew the lefty was due.
Another question we have from our YouTube and Twitch live streams. We've kind of covered this before, but just to say again, Kyle Jaro, is college playable in any other mode besides Road to the Show?
It's not playable anywhere else other than Road to the Show.
Only in Road
Only in
to
RTT,
the
yes.
Show.
The amateur experience. That's where you're going to see it. Let's try to turn 2 here.
The anticipation.
I'll turn it.
Okay, come on.
Be an athlete, charge it. Oh, wow, that guy was fast.
No.
Oh, no.
Some slow reaction or
That's-
something.
I don't think he spent in there either.
Yeah, I think it was 40-40. Maybe 42,
Yeah.
42.
Maybe
Again, you're seeing like where you put your tokens. It's gonna cost you on the field.
Yeah. You got to wonder why the shortstop build didn't have the
Yeah.
defense.
I mean,
That's on
like
me.
the gameplay mentioned, reaction's super important, so you got to make sure you're spending it on,
Right.
on your own player as well.
Yeah. And this will keep building, right? Remember, this is just the beginning of your journey in Road to the Show. Like, you'll be able to build all that progression out as you continue playing. And it's really cool once you see it grow, like past college, into the minors, into the majors. Like, it's a
Yeah.
full mode with
Yeah.
all the progression.
I think that's where I'm having the most fun now is after I'm in the minors for a little bit and I have some more perks unlocked and I'm adding and then I'm subtracting to dial in exactly what I want
Tinkering.
along with the pieces of equipment that add buffs to those perks. I feel like I need to decide exactly what I want to build maybe for the next month to help me improve. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, that playability.
And just to reiterate, as we're seeing a lot of different comments in the chat from the metal bat skins in Road to the Show, from the jerseys in Road to the Show, the college jerseys, anything college specific, Kyle, these are just in Road to the Show.
Correct. Just Road to the Show.
Yeah, so you'll see it all just playing this mode. It looks really good. Excited for everyone to be able to get their hands on it. All right, bottom of the ninth.
Double play to end the game here.
Yeah,
God,
and on
that-
defense.
That would be a movie.
Yeah.
58 speed, so we should have a good chance here.
Yeah, okay.
I love this first person camera. I'm going to
Oh,
use it all
it
the
turn
looks
time.
like it's up to me.
Oh!
Noodle
Oh.
arm. Yeah.
Noodle arm.
We
That's
got
me.
one out, though.
We
the
got
lead
one.
runner.
Late.
We did our job.
That was tough.
Fielder's choice. End game alert. So,
this?
yeah, talk to us about this, Kyle.
Yeah, so now no longer will the game end if you're not in it. We offer you the option to be a part of that final play or potential final out. So if you're playing center and the ball was hit somewhere else, we often would not show you that because the play didn't involve you. But, internally we're kind of like, wait, we want to be a part of that and we want to see it. I'm sure you guys do as well. You all do as well. So, we've added that functionality in to be a part of that experience.
So you
because
get the payoff of the end
yeah,
of the
when
game,
you win,
right?
you want to celebrate with your team. You don't want some odd follow through into
Yeah.
the box score.
With
you want
that,
to see something.
Yeah, should we watch this?
Yeah.
That's it.
So we don't know if this will come to us or not, but we know that it's a potential final out
Yeah.
to advance in, the
Mhm.
college
Yep.
championship.
Take that next step.
Yeah. But we got to be ready in case it is us.
And the
Oh,
game extends.
the game extends.
And this opportunity will keep showing up until that either final out has been made or you blow another big lead in the last
Yeah,
inning.
11
Yeah,
to
well,
1
we're
or
going to have to
whatever
see
it
this
was.
one through, right, chat? After what happened in high school.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
There's some scar tissue
Memories.
there.
You don't forget something like that.
No, how could you?
And a reminder to our fans as we're seeing some of these questions in our YouTube and Twitch live streams, your creative player in Road to the Show is still removed from Diamond Dynasty. That was a change we made just a few years ago. So once again, no cap in Diamond Dynasty. It is exclusive to Road to the Show. And Carson, we
We're
got a
moving
little
on.
dub here.
Look at
The
us.
Tigers take down
Nice
the
work.
Vanderbilt Commodores led by Joey Haird.
Yeah.
Joey Hair.
Joey Haird. Wasn't
Yeah.
haired at all.
No.
It's easy for him.
He took care of it, you know?
Doesn't hurt at all.
That's what he does.
And up at it.
And we got some new MLB interest. So like we said, you go to the college experience, you're in the college baseball championship, and now all these MLB teams are taking a look at you.
They like what they see.
Yeah.
They do.
And then look at that.
Yeah, and all those all the teams that were there in high school stay interested, right? So it's not like they lose interest in you or anything like that. So these are just added teams on top of that. And now you'll see that projected round from a fourth rounder. Looks like we're in the first or second round now.
Yeah, and all this scales. Like being a fourth rounder at high school is really good. Sometimes if you don't play as well, it'll be like a ninth rounder, and then you'll jump up to a fourth rounder. So it all kind of builds.
So with that, our fans have been able to see us play through a high school game, see us decide to decline the draft combine and go straight into college. We got a game under our belt right here. Joey Harrod really clutched up in the moment. No moment was too big here. Now he's a really popular guy. He's got a lot of interest across the major leagues. And so, any other questions we might have in chat before we see you all next week for both franchise and storyline season 3?
Oh, yeah, and then, just a reminder for everyone, we will see the female option. We'll be able to play all this, too. So I know that's a question people have asked. It'll be the same as the male, like you'll be in playing. As long as you're playing Road to the Show, you'll have an option to play in college.
Yeah.
100%. I should ask, J-Ro Kyle, what are you most looking forward to in your amateur experience?
Having that collegiate background, I am so excited to hop into the college experience and select the school, compare each school's offer, and have that decision, to go to South Carolina or Tennessee, all these great schools that we have to choose from. But I'm really excited to get into that college experience.
What about you, Kyle?
I would have said the exact same thing, but I do kind of like the high school. I like the feeling. I mean, I feel super old now, having been here a long time, and high school was like half of my age ago, so it's kind of cool being back there and like thinking about the high school memories and stuff like that, playing with like your friends you grew up with. Like that's what that experience kind of harkens and brings back to me too. So
yeah, for sure. It feels, J-Ro, you hit on it with the pitch speeds, but just like the way the fields are made, the way the presentations are, it feels like you're climbing like from high school to college and then to the pros, and it feels very complete. So I'm excited for people to be able to play it.
Absolutely. And we have one last very important question in the chat. Shout out Mills. What is the cake for? If we could have all of the chat say happy birthday to Control Room Colin.
Good question.
The
happy
cake
birthday.
is for him. Happy birthday, Colin. Once again, we do apologize for the delay in stream today. Technical difficulties, they happen, but we do very much appreciate your patience. Anything else our fans should know here, Carson?
I think there's one little nugget, Colin. I don't know if we have the B-roll ready to share. But we did have Topps share earlier today that the MLB debut patches are going to be in the game. So in your Road to the Show player, your very first game in the MLB, you will have the little patch that you guys have seen some of the rookies have. And then even your franchise players, if you call them up, their first game, any minor league player will have that too. So really excited to be with Topps on that. Just a nice little nugget that makes it feel even more real as you progress with your players. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll let you two get the final word, though.
Well, reminder real quick that if you like what you see here, pre-orders are open on theshow.com. Early access starts March 13th at 9 p.m. Pacific time and midnight Eastern on the 14th.
We'll be there.
And we will be there. You see the schedule up ahead. You saw us with gameplay last week, the Road to the Show team this week. Join us next week for both franchise and storyline season 3 updates. And don't forget to follow us on socials and make sure you are signed up for the scouting report. We got a lot of good goodies for you all in store here. But Carson, J-Ro, Kyle, any other words?
Just really excited for you guys to get your hands on it. Give us that feedback when you get it. I'm looking forward to getting going.
And thanks again to the whole team. We absolutely crushed it this year. A lot of projects going on here in the studio. It's a studio-wide job, right? It's not just us two. It's not just me. It's not just our team. It's everyone in the studio. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah, this mode's going to be a banger. We're excited for you guys to get your hands on it. Like Ashley said, we'll see you next week for franchise and storylines, and we're just going to keep that momentum going to launch.
See you soon.
We'll see you next time.
game as timeless as baseball must evolve. From the early years of high school to the thrill of college baseball. To the promise of the minors. Only you can control your journey's evolution.
Well, that swing changes things.
Some journeys require precision. Some journeys will take you to the top.
That's a base hit.
Some journeys are strategic. Some are more difficult than others. But every detail along the road matters.
Now he turns and heads for second. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. And he brought it back.
It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
MLB The Show fans, we've heard your feedback, and we're providing a play-by-play of what's new in Road to the Show. Hi, everyone. Robert Flores here with Fielding Feedback. Introducing Path to 99 Progression. From your first step onto the field to your Hall of Fame induction, you'll grow the way you want. Play games, earn tokens, and strategically invest in any single attribute or group of attributes. Along your road to the show, when a key moment arrives, your performance will affect how you handle it the next time. Succeed and you'll unlock a perk. Perks are always on and permanent. You'll be able to alter and craft these perks using tokens, even adding additional impactful effects. While you're at it, amplify your perk effects by pairing them with equipment and help take your game to the next level. You can earn equipment by dominating dynamic challenges and through monthly surprises from your agent. We're excited to introduce Road to the Show, the amateur years. Step into the spotlight during your senior year of high school. Lead your team to the state championship while catching the eye of college scouts and MLB teams. Every swing, every pitch brings you closer to a shot at the pros and maybe even an early draft pick. If you accept the invite to the MLB Draft Combine, you can boost your draft stock even more through skills evaluation and games against some of the best in attendance. After you're drafted, you have a decision to make. Will you sign and head to the minors, or will you grow your skills in college and maybe even go first overall in a future draft? Choose between up to 8 different programs, each offering something unique in the hopes of winning a championship and even positioning yourself to be the first overall pick. Once you join your pro organization, it's time to start the climb to the show. Whether you hit the fast track as a top pick or grind your way through the system, the journey is yours to own. New to Road to the Show in 25, players can immerse themselves on the field with our first-person camera, POV. Just press the touchpad at any time during gameplay, and the camera will shift from a third-person camera view to a first-person view. Hotshot catches are no picnic for MLB infielders. New in Road to the Show, you can experience the same type of challenge when a ground ball is crushed right at your infielder. How well you perform the quick time event will determine whether you snag it or boot it. While catching in Road to the Show with runners on base, you've always got to be ready to push down on the L stick to block the ball. The quicker you recognize the dirt ball, the better chance you have to block the ball and keep it close so the runners don't advance. With runners in scoring position, hits to the outfield will sometimes trigger a quick time event as the outfielder throws to home. The catcher will have to take charge and tell the corner infielders where they need to cut the ball. While playing first or third base, there will be situations where you have to line up the throw from the outfielder to home. The outfielder will throw the ball to you, making it your responsibility to decide where to cut the ball and redirect it to get the out. There are now specific hit paths created in all stadiums where your fielders will have the opportunity to rob foul balls. Make sure you train up your fielding ability so when the time comes, you can make the play when it counts the most. New in Road to the Show base running, if the pitcher throws a ball in the dirt where the catcher has to block it, a new QuickTime event will pop up, allowing you to see the path of the ball on its way to the plate. You have to be on your toes, as the quicker you read the dirt ball, the better chance you have at taking an extra base. The better your base running aggressiveness attribute, the sooner the QuickTime event ribbon will show up. Directional analog base running is a new base running camera system that is 100% based on the camera's orientation. All you have to do is push in the direction you want to run. Introducing the swim move, a new base running QuickTime event that gives your runner a chance to fake out the fielder and perform a swim move, avoiding the tag. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Hold your horses, Roflo. Did someone say presentation enhancements? Whether it be pre-game, post-game, or in-game, throughout your Road to the Show players' on-the-field experience, we have built our presentation and commentary to focus on your journey to Major League Baseball. We've created brand new intros as well as presentations catered to the amateur experience in high school and college, home run celebrations, dogpile, and hundreds of new scenes highlight the emotion that accompanies high school and college baseball. And not to mention that you, Robert Flores, and Jessica Mendoza will be covering the MLB Draft Combine. That's all I got. Coach out.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Fielding Feedback, where we'll take a deep dive into new features for franchise in March to October. This is Robert Flores. See you next time. MLB The Show fans, we've heard your feedback, and we're providing a play-by-play of what's new with gameplay updates. First up, ambush hitting. Ambush is a new feature that allows you to emulate a real major league hitter by choosing which side of the plate you think the pitcher is going to attack. Guess right, and the plate coverage indicator will grow, giving you a bigger sweet spot and a slight improvement to your swing timing. Guess wrong, and your PCI will shrink, making it more difficult to line up your bat. Similar to outfielders' hit reactions in MLB The Show, we now have 3 different reaction time animations for infielders. These animations scale from the fastest to the slowest jump, depending on your fielder's reaction time attribute. On average, your top-rated fielders will trigger the quickest start transition, while lower-rated players will experience slight delays. You get instant feedback as arrows shoot out of the player marker indicating your jump. Blue is the fastest, green is average, and yellow is the slowest. This will be a game changer.
Now a jump throw. That's a great play.
New in MLB The Show 25 is GOAT Difficulty. GOAT Difficulty will challenge you in a way that's never been experienced in MLB The Show. Faster fastballs, bigger breaks on off-speed pitches, tighter swing timing windows, and a smaller PCI to challenge the best of the best. The new jump indicator allows for more catch animations to be played from even more directions and jump timings than ever before. Get to the warning track early, and if your meter gets into the green jump zone, you can tap the jump button, and a leaping home run robbing animation will play from whatever your attack angle and timing is. If you get to the right location, the animation chosen will time your jump appropriately. The rest is up to your fielder's ability. The new throw accuracy meter has been adjusted and is now more of a high-risk, high-reward mechanic. The perfect, or blue region, will now be at the end of the good, or green, instead of in the middle of it. Now, if you miss late, your throw will be in the offline, or wild, or red zone. The better your fielder's throw accuracy attribute, the bigger your good and perfect regions will scale.
The tag, and he's out at the plate.
From the start of the play to the end of it, everyone on the field will move like true MLB players with hundreds of new animations in MLB The Show 25. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll take a deep dive into Road to the Show. This is Robert Flores. Thanks for watching.